Hello there, it's Frankie Rose. Welcome to my channel. Before we get started, let's get the business done. Please hit the subscribe, the like, and the bell buttons. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to talk about Shanann Watts. She was the married mother of two, and she was 15 weeks pregnant with her third child, a little boy that they had decided to name Niko. Her husband's name is Christopher Watts, or Chris. Shanann was a sales rep for a diet or weight loss program, and she'd been away the night before, so I believe it would have been August 12th, 2018. Shanann got home from a business trip on August 13th, 2018, about 1:48 in the morning. Thinking she was going home to try and figure things out with her husband, Chris, who she had not been aware was having an affair with Nicole or Nikki Kessinger. But discussing things and working it out were not really what was on Chris's mind. He had decided, from what I can tell, with some pressure from his mistress, to leave the marriage. And it was that night that he would tell her that he was no longer in love with her and that he was seeing somebody else, that he wanted a separation. Just a wonderful guy. It so happens that the weekend he started seeing Nikki was also the same weekend that he found out that Shanann was pregnant. She even filmed it. She was pretty excited. They had decided that another baby might be what their marriage needs. But sadly, Chris took this information with totally different feelings than what his wife Shanann was having. I have personal feelings about cheating spouses and the women or men they seem to choose. She was not worth it, that is for damn sure. It was just over a month or so that they started to see each other. They had worked together for the same company. I think she was at one of the desks, and he worked out at the different locations. So it was Chris this weekend that decided to leave his family for this woman. Not only did he tell his pregnant wife that he was wanting to leave and was no longer in love with her, but when she freaked out, he chose to unalive his wife. If that wasn't bad enough, after that, around 5:30 a.m., he loaded his unalived wife into the truck and put her on the floor. And then he put his two girls in their car seats with Shanann at their feet. Those poor babies. I guess Bella was really worried about her mom, but Chris just told her that she was going to be okay. She was just sick. The sick one in this sad story is Chris Watts. He drove to his work site, dug a shallow grave for Shanann, and then buried her. Then one by one, he took his little girls up to the top of these 400s used for oil storage, and put a blanket over the faces of his babies and unalived them, and then put each one in separate tanks. It didn't take overly long, only a few hours after this happened, that Shanann and the kids were already considered missing. Shanann's friend that she had gone to the conference with was supposed to go to the doctor's appointment that Shanann had booked for 9 a.m. that morning. And it was not long after that that Chris and Shanann's mom and the police had been contacted. Chris was not a master of crimes, that's for sure. He was not long into the day, or it was not long into the day, that Chris told his dad and then law enforcement what he had done and where to find his family. Of course, Wonder Woman, Nicole Kessler, distanced herself immediately. She was willing to play with fire, only at somebody else's expense. Now, that's my opinion. Let's put it this way. She is no Shanann. Chris eventually went to court and got 5 life sentences, among other charges, and of course his mistress went into hiding for a year or so. Sadly, in my opinion, there is way too much of things in the way of affairs, cheating, lying, and sadly at times the end result is domestic violence with the death of one of the partners. I can't imagine how those girls and Shanann felt looking into the eyes of the man they were supposed to love and trust the most as he unalived them. It's horrifying. I can't even imagine. So, I want to say rest in peace to Shanann, Cece, Bella, and Niko. I hope that karma deals with the other two, and everything will be as it should. I would like to see Nicole Kessler looked at a little bit. These are just my opinions. So, sadly, that is the long and short of the Watts family tragedy. So now, I want to thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the short update, and don't forget to hit subscribe, the bell, and the like button. It's free and a massive help for me. So once again, I want to say thank you and have a great day or evening, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.